Okay, so I wanted to show you the progress we've made on the garden. This is of course, the raised bed that I put cardboard underneath, and then I put mulch on top, and then individual spots have boxes or they have potting soil that I put inside the mulch. So the difference between this and this is the cardboard. And also, so 2 weeks ago, I stopped using the sprinkler because mulch works unless you water your mulch, and then anything that's under the mulch will have enough, especially out here because I've got plenty of manure out here because this is where I kept the goats this winter. So you can tell the spots where I just took a little bit of dirt. This is not a happy squash. I'm not sure why. Neither one of them are happy. But the onions are happy, and I haven't watered them in a couple weeks, and they're still fine. So there's plenty of moisture underneath the mulch. And I have come out and pulled this bindweed up several times, and it just keeps coming back. This is the spot that's been mulched the longest, so it has the best moisture retention. Over here, this was just a jungle of mulch, and actually all I've really done, I just barely put this cardboard down just now, but I have just been walking on the bindweed and it has pulled back. And so there's a little bit of bindweed in here, just a little bit, but I come in and when I'm just passing through, I just pick a little bindweed here and pick a little bindweed there, and the tomatoes have gotten good enough that they don't care at this point that there's a little bit of bindweed in there. And a little bit of bindweed will come up where I've watered, but I just go in there, and this is a cage that I like. The holes at the bottom are smaller to keep duck heads from going through. All you have to do is just lift it, and I lean it back against the tomatoes, and then I can get in there and weed a little bit. And honestly, I really do prefer to do in boxes. It really does keep the bindweed out a lot better. I need to replant here because, I've got dirt. I just haven't done it yet. I really wanted to get a cage over it before I put dirt in and planted anything else. Everything over here in boxes is doing well. I'm no longer watering any of the tomatoes, so none of the tomatoes are getting watered at this point. They don't need it because their roots are deep enough they can get to the moisture under the mulch. Anything in boxes, it's a perennial, I'm still watering a little bit. The ducks stuck their head into my chard and my herbs, so drat them. So I put netting over it now. Wow, it just looks so trashy out here. If I had more time, if I wasn't watering trees, I could actually clean up after myself as I go along. About the only place that's clean and tidy right now is my house. Girls, do you guys need to go do some work? Okay, I'm just checking because I have work that you can do. This has been the most successful by far. Every box in here is pretty deep, and so when I water it, it stays watered, and then also it has just a tiny bit of shade because it's got that green ribbon in it, so it actually shades it a little bit, and it protects it from the wind. So this has been my happiest spot in the whole garden, and I've never had to weed it unless there was a weed inside the box. Like that one I had to clip a weed out of because I brought some native soil rather than just potting soil in the box. So I just clipped it. That spot over there got the most water from the sprinklers. This spot got the least, and you can see that I don't even have bindweed coming up. So I am using a hand wand waterer because it has a light spray, and I have some things in here that I just planted. So it needs to be a light spray so they can get off and get started without having the soil be washed away. Again, if I would get a cage put up here, I could replant. And even over here, I have more space that I could plant in. I just haven't. I've just barely got the watering for the trees fixed. So I just kind of haven't recuperated from that. And we're butchering chickens this week. So every time I come out here, I'm like, I need to pick up these cover cloths, these frost cloths, and I need to pick up this wood, and I need to pick up this garbage. And and then it never happens. So this is the Isaiah kiwi. The mature leaves keep falling off, but the new leaves keep coming up. So I think it's saying I'm not dead yet. I've pulled a lot of my garlic at this point because 3 or 4 of the leaves were brown. Girls, remember how I told you to come out and pick up your garbage? I need you to have obeyed me. No, I see garbage. So you can either obey me or we can find even more work, because it would be short work if you were to obey me the first time. The strawberries in here are doing the best of anywhere. What you see that looks like it's been eaten is that the ducks got in here and ate my Swiss chard. But the strawberries themselves are all just fine. All of it. I want Kaya. Hand me your umbrella because I see you're not being obedient. Hand it to me, and when I see that the backyard does not have garbage in it anymore, you might get it back. We'll see how obedient you are. There's the other kiwi, the Anna and the meter. And they're looking just fine, and I did plant them in potting soil. So the difference between the one over there and the one over here is that I put them strictly in potting soil and rabbit manure. The one over there, I put in potting soil in a hole in the ground, so it does still have contact with my soil. So maybe once again it's poisonous. I have brought out a garbage can to put in the corner so that it's easier. I don't have to run garbage into the garage. Instead, I can just have it available right here.